Okay, so RoleCatcher, huh? Everyone's talking about it, but what's the deal? Is it really the job hunting game changer it claims to be?
Yeah, it's definitely generating a lot of buzz. They're aiming to be this all-in-one platform for career development and job searching, which is ambitious, to say the least.
Right. I mean, think about it. How many times have you felt like you're drowning in a sea of job boards, each one just as overwhelming as the last?
It's a common experience for sure. You're
Yeah.
juggling multiple tabs, spreadsheets, notes. It's easy to get lost in the chaos.
Exactly. And that's where RoleCatcher comes in, right? They claim to streamline everything, bringing all those scattered pieces together in one central hub.
That's the idea, anyway. And it starts with their approach to job capturing. Instead of manually inputting every job you come across, they have this browser plugin that lets you capture opportunities directly from job boards like LinkedIn, Indeed, even company websites.
So you're just browsing along, see a job that catches your eye, hit a button, and boom, it's in your RoleCatcher account.
Exactly. It's all about making the process as seamless and efficient as possible.
I like it. But let's talk about those dreaded applicant tracking systems, the AI gatekeepers that can make or break your chances before a human even lays eyes on your resume. Does RoleCatcher address that?
That's one of their big selling points, actually. They've built in a resume analyzer that claims to decode those ATS algorithms, giving you insights into how well your resume matches specific jobs before you even hit apply.
Wait, seriously? So, no more blindly submitting your resume and hoping for the best.
In theory, no. The idea is to take the guesswork out of the equation. You're essentially getting a sneak peek behind the curtain, understanding what those algorithms are looking for, and tailoring your application accordingly.
That's huge. No more wondering if you're even making it past the first round.
Yeah.
But how do they do it? Do they have some secret database of ATS keywords or something?
It's all based on their analysis of millions of job descriptions. They've identified patterns and trends in the language employers use, which allows their system to assess how well your resume aligns with those patterns.
So it's not just about keywords. It's about understanding the context and nuances of how those keywords are used in specific job descriptions.
Exactly. It's a much more sophisticated approach than simply stuffing your resume with generic keywords and hoping for the best.
That's seriously impressive. It's like having a secret decoder ring for the job market. Okay, so they've got the job capturing and the resume analysis covered. But what about company research?
They haven't forgotten about that. In fact, they claim to have a database of over 9 million employers, which is pretty mind-boggling.
9 million.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's like every company on the planet.
Well, maybe not every company, but it's a pretty extensive database. And it's not just basic information either. They've aggregated data from a wide range of sources to provide a more holistic view of each company.
Okay, hold on. Back up a bit. What kind of holistic view are we talking about here?
Well, think about it. When you're researching a potential employer, you're not just looking at their website and taking their word for it, right? You're looking for insights from multiple perspectives.
Right. You're checking out employee reviews on Glassdoor, maybe seeing what people are saying on social media. You want the inside scoop.
Exactly. And that's what RoleCatcher tries to provide. They pull in data from employee reviews, news articles, social media mentions, all these different sources to give you a more well-rounded understanding of what it's really like to work at a particular company.
So, no more nasty surprises after you've already accepted the job offer. No more discovering that the company culture is toxic or that the work-life balance is non-existent.
That's the goal, anyway. It's about empowering you to make more informed decisions throughout the job search process.
I like it. It's like having a private investigator on your side, digging up all the dirt before you even set foot in an interview.
Well, maybe not dirt, but definitely valuable insights that can help you determine if a company is the right fit for you.
Okay, so we've covered job searching, resume analysis, and company research. But what about career guidance? Does RoleCatcher offer any help in that department?
Absolutely. They actually have a pretty impressive selection of career guides, over 3,000 of them, in fact.
3,000 career guides. Seriously, that's like a career guide for every job on the planet.
It's a pretty comprehensive collection. They cover a wide range of industries and job titles, from entry-level positions to more senior roles.
Okay, so let's say I'm feeling a little lost on my career path. I have some vague ideas, but I'm not sure which direction to go in. Can these career guides actually help with that?
That's exactly what they're designed for. Each guide provides a detailed overview of a specific career, outlining the typical responsibilities, required skills, potential salary ranges, even the pros and cons of the job.
So it's not just about knowing what a particular job title means. It's about understanding the day-to-day realities of the role and whether it aligns with your interests and goals.
Precisely. It's about providing you with the information and insights you need to make more informed decisions about your career path.
That's incredibly helpful, especially for those of us who are just starting out or considering a career change.
Exactly. They're also great for staying up to date on industry trends and seeing how your skills and experience might translate to different roles.
Okay, so career guides, check. What about skill development? Does RoleCatcher offer any resources for that?
That's where their skill guides come in. They have over 13,000 of them, each one dedicated to a specific skill that's in demand in today's job market.
13,000. Are you serious? That's a lot of skills.
It is. And they cover a wide range, from technical skills like coding and data analysis to those all-important soft skills like communication and problem solving.
So it's not just about knowing how to code. It's about knowing how to communicate effectively, work collaboratively, and adapt to changing circumstances.
Exactly. In today's workplace, those soft skills are becoming just as important as technical expertise, if not more so. And RoleCatcher seems to understand that.
Okay, I'm impressed. But let's talk about those nail-biting interviews for a moment. We've all been there, sweaty palms, racing heart, hoping we don't completely blank when they ask about our greatest weakness. Does RoleCatcher offer any help in that department?
They do, actually. They have a whole module dedicated to interview practice.
Okay, but don't most job sites offer that? What makes RoleCatchers different?
It's all about personalization and relevance. Remember how we talked about RoleCatcher analyzing job descriptions to help you tailor your resume? They apply that same technology to their interview practice.
You mean it analyzes the specific job description and generates potential interview questions based on what the employer is actually looking for?
Exactly. So you're not wasting time practicing generic questions that might not even be relevant to the role you're applying for. You're focusing on the specific skills and experiences that are most important for that particular job.
That's amazing. It's like having a crystal ball that reveals the interviewer's thought process. But practice is one thing. How do you know if you're actually nailing your answers?
Well, here's where RoleCatcher takes it to another level. Not only can you practice typing out your answers, but you can also record yourself answering on video.
Wait, hold on. Video. As in, I can watch myself stumble through these answers in all my awkward glory.
That's the idea. And as cringeworthy as it might seem, it's actually incredibly valuable. You see, we're often unaware of our own body language, our tone of voice, those little habits that might be holding us back in interviews.
Okay, I can see how that would be helpful, even if it's a little terrifying. But they don't just leave you hanging there, do they? Is there some sort of feedback mechanism?
That's where their AI, Copilot AI, steps in. It analyzes your video responses, both your verbal and nonverbal communication, and provides personalized feedback.
Hold on, so it's not just some generic feedback. It's tailored to my specific responses and mannerisms.
Precisely. It might suggest incorporating stronger action verbs, quantifying your accomplishments with specific data, even adjusting your tone of voice or body language for greater impact.
It's like having a personal interview coach in your pocket. This Copilot AI sounds like a game changer, but I'm guessing it's part of their premium subscription service.
You are correct. Copilot AI is part of their premium offering. However, they do offer a free trial, so you can test it out and see if it's the right fit for you.
Good to know. Okay, so we've covered the basics: job capturing, resume analysis, company insights, career guides, and even AI-powered interview practice. That's a lot. But there's one more thing I want to dig into before we move on.
By all means, lead the way.
Remember how we were talking about those applicant tracking systems earlier? The AI gatekeepers that seem to have all the power in the job market?
Right, those algorithms that can make or break your chances before a human even sees your application.
Exactly. Well, RoleCatcher claims to flip the script with a feature they call reverse matching. Have you heard of this?
I have, yeah. It's an interesting concept. Instead of you chasing after jobs, what if the jobs could chase after you?
Okay, stop. That sounds amazing. But how does it actually work? Is it some kind of magic spell?
Not magic, but it does rely on some pretty sophisticated technology. It all comes back to your RoleCatcher profile and all that data you input, your skills, experience, career goals.
Right. The stuff we talked about with those tailored career paths and interview questions.
Exactly. RoleCatcher takes that data and uses it to match your profile with companies who are actively looking for candidates just like you.
So instead of me spending hours searching for the perfect job, RoleCatcher's out there working behind the scenes, playing matchmaker with my career.
That's the idea. It's about making you discoverable to the right people at the right companies without you having to lift a finger.
Okay, that sounds amazing, but almost too good to be true. Are there any catches?
Well, It's not a completely passive process. You still need to make sure your RoleCatcher profile is top-notch and accurately reflects your skills and experience.
Right. You can't just create a profile and expect job offers to start pouring in.
Exactly. You still have to put in the effort to showcase your best self, but it's more about strategic positioning than constantly submitting applications.
Got it. So it's like having a secret weapon in the competitive job market. Speaking of secret weapons, I'm curious about this career compass feature. It sounds almost too good to be true.
I have to admit, it's one of my favorite parts of the platform. It's like having a personal career GPS guiding you towards those hidden opportunities you might not even know exist.
Okay, so imagine I'm at a career crossroads, feeling lost and unsure which path to take. How does this career compass thing actually help?
Well, it starts by asking you a series of questions. It's not just about your skills and experience, though those are important. It also delves into your interests, your values, even your ideal work environment.
So it's not just matching you with jobs based on your resume, it's about understanding what truly motivates you and where you'd thrive.
Exactly. It's
Okay.
about finding a career that aligns with your whole self, not just a narrow set of skills.
I love that. It's like they understand that work is about more than just a paycheck. It's about finding something you're passionate about, something that gives you a sense of purpose.
Precisely. And once you've answered those initial questions, the Career Compass generates a personalized map of potential career paths, each with its own set of insights and recommendations.
A personalized career map. Okay, now I'm really intrigued. What kind of information does this map actually provide?
Well, for each potential career path, you'll see things like relevant job titles, required skills, average salary ranges, even links to relevant courses or certifications that could boost your profile.
So it's not just a vague suggestion like you should be a writer. It's giving you concrete steps you can take to actually pursue that path.
Exactly. It's about providing you with actionable advice and resources to help you move closer to your career goals, whatever those might be.
That's amazing. It's like having a personal career counselor and a superpowered research assistant all rolled into one. But what happens if my interests change or I develop new skills? Does this career compass thing become obsolete?
That's the beauty of it. It's not static. It's designed to evolve with you as you gain new experiences, update your profile, or simply change your mind about what you want out of your career.
So it's like a dynamic GPS that's constantly recalculating the best route based on your current location and your ever-changing destination.
Exactly. It's about embracing the fluidity of the modern career path. Gone are the days of linear career progression.
Right. It's not about climbing some predetermined ladder anymore. It's about forging your own path, taking detours, maybe even switching gears completely.
Precisely. And RoleCatcher's Career Compass is designed to support you every step of the way. Now, shifting gears a bit, let's talk about those career guides we touched on earlier. They seem like a treasure trove of information.
They really are. They're like having a personal encyclopedia of career paths at your fingertips. Each one is dedicated to a specific career, covering everything from the basic job description to the more nuanced aspects of the role.
So you're not just getting a dry overview, you're getting a real sense of what it's actually like to work in that field day in and day out.
Exactly. And I love that they don't just rely on generic descriptions or statistics. They incorporate real-world insights from professionals who are actually working in those fields.
The power of lived experience. That's something you can't get from a textbook or a job board description.
Right. Hearing from someone who's been there, done that, can be incredibly valuable. It gives you a much more realistic and relatable perspective on the career path you're considering.
So you're not just learning about the job, you're getting the inside scoop, the good, the bad, and everything in between.
Precisely. And those first-hand accounts can be incredibly insightful. You might discover aspects of the job that you never even considered before, both positive and negative.
It's all about making informed decisions, not just jumping into a career blindly.
Exactly. And I think that's where RoleCatcher's career guides really shine. They give you the information and the confidence to make those decisions with clarity. Now, speaking of making informed decisions, we have to talk about those skill guides. With over 13,000 of them, they seem like a goldmine for anyone looking to upskill, reskill, or simply stay ahead of the curve.
They are, and I think they're incredibly timely given how rapidly the job market is evolving these days.
Absolutely. Continuous learning is no longer optional. It's essential for anyone who wants to remain relevant and in demand.
Precisely. And what I find most impressive about RoleCatcher skill guides is their breadth and depth. They cover a wide range of skills, from the highly technical to those essential soft skills that are often overlooked.
Right. So we're not just talking about coding or data analysis here.
Yeah.
We're also talking about things like communication, teamwork, problem-solving skills that are transferable across industries and roles.
Exactly. In today's workplace, those soft skills are becoming just as important as technical expertise, if not more so.
Okay, but let's get practical for a moment. Say I want to improve my communication skills. What kind of guidance can I expect to find in one of these skill guides?
Well, a typical skill guide starts with a clear definition of the skill, explaining why it's important in today's job market and which industries value it most.
So it's not just some dry academic definition. It's about understanding why this skill matters and how it translates into real-world value.
Exactly. And from there, they usually get into more practical advice, offering tips on how to actually develop the skill.
Like concrete steps you can take, resources you can use, that sort of thing.
Precisely. They might suggest online courses, workshops, books, mentorship programs, even just practicing the skill in your daily life.
It's like having a personalized learning plan tailored to your specific goals.
Exactly. And they often incorporate different learning styles, too.
Right, because not everyone learns the same way. Some people thrive in a classroom setting, others prefer a more self-directed approach.
Precisely. And RoleCatcher seems to understand that. They offer a variety of resources and approaches so you can find what works best for you.
It's like having a personal tutor who's also a master curator of learning resources. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. Job capturing, resume analysis, company insights, career guidance, skill development, even AI-powered interview practice. It's a lot to take in.
It is, but I think it speaks to the comprehensiveness of RoleCatcher's approach. They're not just trying to be another job board or resume builder, they're aiming to be a true career development platform.
I agree. It's like they understand that the job market is evolving and job seekers need more than just the basics these days.
Absolutely. They need guidance, they need resources, and they need tools that empower them to take control of their own career journeys.
Well said. So, to our listeners out there, whether you're actively on the job hunt, considering a career change, or just looking to upskill in your current role, I highly encourage you to check out RoleCatcher. You might be surprised by what you discover.
It's definitely worth exploring. And remember, the most valuable asset you bring to the table is yourself, your unique skills, experience, and passions.
Absolutely. Don't be afraid to showcase those. They're what will ultimately make you stand out in a crowded job market.
Precisely. So go out there, embrace the challenge, and never stop learning and growing.
I love that. And be sure to let us know how your career journey unfolds. We're always here to cheer you on.
Until next time.
Happy job hunting.